Giving people the benefit of a doubt is very important. It's one of the things you have to practice, not being too critical about people. It's also very important. It's important to get the Holy Spirit in. It's important to attract the favor, the mercy of God. It's very important because none of us are perfect human beings. And so far as we are going to be here on earth, mistakes, offending people is going to come naturally. So we have to get close to that. We have to learn how to forgive. It's very important. Very, very important. If you don't deal with your addictions and you decide to go up, you decide to continue whatever you are doing with it, if you get to the top, the devil will use, through the same addictions, will pull you down and bring disgrace to your name. This is how he acts. Dealing with your addiction is very important. And some people, because of the mercy, the grace, or your ability, or how strong your gifts are, you can still get to the top without dealing with the addiction. But the enemy, he will use that same addiction to demote you, to bring you down, to destroy whatever you've built for all those times, all those years. So dealing with it, dealing with the addiction is very important. For some of you, you have to make a list of people who have offended you, their names, what they did, and you have to mention their name out. You mention their name and say what they did to you, how they hurt you, and what it cost you, and tell them, I forgive you. You just mention it, say it, because there's power in speech. Whatever you speak, you create. When you say, I forgive somebody, instantly you realize that a burden is lifted off your shoulders. So for some of us, some of you watching, you have to create an entire list of people who have done certain things, have caused traumas, have abused you in a certain way. Make a list of them, write their names, write what they did, and say it out. You mention the name, you say what they did to you, and said, I have forgiven you for all of them. And immediately you realize a certain burden lifted off your shoulders. And it has to be from the depth of your heart. You have to mean it because you really want to be set free. You really have to set yourself free if you want to create anything on this planet.